Hello friends, once again welcome back to our channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to make donuts at home. So donuts, though it is not a very good healthy recipe, but now in our food lifestyle it's become a part of our food lifestyle of our kids, and even we too like at times to have donuts and all. So here I tried to give you the recipe with the hygiene and easy way at home only. So here first of all I am soaking some yeast in a water. Say I have planned for 1 cup of maida doing the donut, so that I have soaked 1 tablespoon of yeast in a water. So water, I'm not mentioning the measurement of the water, only you have to take care that water should be a little warm, so that our yeast will be ferment very quick and fast, and we have to leave it for 5 to 10 minutes. Then take a bowl. In that bowl I am taking 1 cup of maida. To this maida I am adding a half tablespoon of salt and sugar powder. Make a sugar into powder, and that powder you use, and I am using a 2.5 tablespoons of sugar powder here. And to this mix itself, now we have to add that fermented yeast also. And along with these ingredients, we have to add some 4 spoons of milk and 2 spoons of butter. What I did here is I just heated the butter, I mean melted the butter along with the milk. See, you can see here, and let it come down to the room temperature once again. Then you add it. You can note down 4 spoons of milk and 2 spoons of butter. So make sure it will come down to the room temperature and you can add it. So I'm adding this mix also to the batter. Not batter, I'm making a dough. So now we have to mix it thoroughly and make a dough. And further, we can add water to make the dough like a proper texture. And make sure when you are adding the water, you will not overflow the water, so that it will become like dough will become very watery. So very little quantities you try to add and make a dough. And all that now we require is 10 to 15 minutes of pressing time to this dough. So initially it will stick. If it is sticking, you are doing the right process. So the same, you have to just press it as much as you can, so that the dough all will become mixed well. And once you keep on pressing the same in the same way, another 10 to 15 minutes, you can see the dough will not stick to your hands or fingers. See, like this. So this is the correct way where you can stop mixing. So 10 to 15 minutes it will take. Now all that we require, we have to leave it for resting. So before resting, I am just applying oil to the ball, and in this ball I am keeping the dough. On this dough I am also applying little oil. So all this setup we have to leave. I mean, we have to cover with a cloth. I am here covering with a cloth. If you have a foil paper, even you can go with that also. So cover with a cloth, and now make sure you'll keep it in a place where you will have a little warm kind of environment. Like I have preheated my cooker here. If you have a microwave, you can preheat for 5 to 10 minutes and you can keep in that. I'm keeping in this cooker for 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So the pressing of the dough and the place where you are giving, if that is warm, these 2 points if you follow perfectly, definitely our dough will become double in size. See, now the 1.5 hour is over. I'll show you the dough. So as I mentioned, the 2 points if you follow perfectly, see our dough will become double in size. So nicely fermented dough. Now we have to press it again. This fermentation will have that air bubbles and all inside. So nicely you have to give a pressing for 5 to 10 minutes once again, like this. This will help you in giving you nice soft donuts. Now we'll go ahead pressing the donut. So here I have sprinkled little maida, and I'm going to press the donut dough. And while pressing, I mean, you make sure the donut size while cutting itself, you don't cut like very big donut size. Very, I mean, width I am talking about. Don't give a bigger width like half inch or 1 inch donut, because again we will keep it for a fermentation another 10 to 15 minutes. So just go for quarter inch to half inch donut size cutting. See, I am using mm, a cap of a container. So like this. In middle also with a small cap, I am giving one more press so that our donut shape will come out properly. So like this. And again we will be resting this cutted donuts for another 15 minutes before frying it. And we'll be shifting this to a plate actually. So before shifting, we have to apply little oil to the plate also, so that for that 15 minutes it will not stick to the plate. And while you are placing the donut, make sure you will not press it hard anywhere, because it will spoil the donut shape. See, like this, slowly you place all the donuts into the plate. So I'll make the further remaining donuts also. See, you can see around 7 donuts. Now we will be going to cover this once again and keep it for fermentation for another 10 to 15 minutes. Meanwhile, we will keep oil for frying. So after 50 minutes, you can see here our donuts again fermented little bit and it's become little more bigger in size. So once we fry it, it will become a little more bigger in size. That's why I told you whenever you are cutting the donut itself, you don't cut bigger size. And while dropping into the oil, make sure again you will not press the donut, because it will all affect in the outcome shape of the donuts. Slowly. And hereafter you have to keep the flame in medium or else low, because donut is very thicker in nature. So to cook all that inside properly, we have to keep it in simmer or in the medium flame and slowly cook it. So, and as you can see, don't over put the donuts in the oil. Give them enough space and enough time to get cooked nicely. So slowly you have to turn here and there, flip here and there, and make sure it will come into the golden brown color. So you can see here our donuts are almost cooked. Now I'm taking out from the oil. So like this. All that we require, just chocolate garnishing to this donuts. So meanwhile I'll fry the other donuts also, and I'll show you how to make the chocolate garnishing. So for chocolate garnishing, as I told you, I have just kept I'm using a double boiling method, and as I was unable to get the cocoa powder because of this lockdown, I have just bought one dairy milk chocolate, 1 to 2 dairy milk chocolates. I'm just melting it, broken into pieces, and melting it through this double boiling process. So you can see here we got the melted chocolate. So when it is little hot in nature, that time itself we will start like pressing the donuts into this chocolate syrup. See, like this. As it is little thicker, make sure half of the width you will cover by rolling here and there. See, like this. So our delicious donut is ready. So that's it. All that we required little time, because this fermentation and all will take little more time. That's all. It is very easy process. And over to this chocolate, if you leave it for 10 to 15 minutes, it will nicely dry. And before that, if you want, you can go ahead with a little more garnishing like sprinkles, like as per your cooking creativity. See, as I got only chocolatey sprinkles, I am just using those. If you use little multicolor sprinkles, it will give you more good look. As I told you, I am unable to get the materials. That's why I'm just showing you whatever in hand. And I am garnishing one more donut with sugar powder. See here. So like this, like as I said, you can use your cooking creativity to garnishing the donuts. So it's very easy process, and once in a while, once in 15 days, you can all can give a trial to this. Hope you all like this video, and please don't forget to share with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe the channel too and press the bell button. Thank you so much for watching.